Hey fellow agents, this is Agent Smith and we're going to be playing Quest for Glory 4 Shadow of Darkness. Look at that heavy duty 3D graphic terrain there. We're talking in the 90s here. We're pushing the limits. So Shadow of Darkness is going to pick up directly where they left off from the last one. And we will import a character.
Please insert your saved character disc.
Ooh, we got a narrator.
The first 3 Quest for Glory games into the disk drive, so that your hero can make the journey to Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness.
And I got my file right there from 3.
Your character has been successfully imported. Welcome to Shadows of Darkness.
Yeah, character is imported at this thief only. If it's incorrect, indicate your profession below. Otherwise, select continue. Continue. Man, that heavy metal opening scene song here is pretty sick. All right, so we've got all of our stats from the end of the last one. So it looks like they jumped up some of our stuff. Our intelligence, our luck, those were below 200 before. Below 225 for our dodge. Looks like they put. Oh, and then no, I'm still got a different one. Pick locks, climbing, those all got upgraded as well. The acrobatics is new, in fact. I don't recall having that before, so that's been upgraded. So yeah, pretty much anything that was below the base standards for this one, they've increased. So it looks like everything we have is around 250. And I think probably be best to upgrade some of these by at least 25 points, maybe. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Our intelligence is not a big deal. At least I don't think so, because it's not a stat we really need, but let's go ahead and increase here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. These all seem to upgrade as needed. So, and I can't get magic anymore. Can't get parry anymore. Okay. I'm gonna put the other 50 into acrobatics, so everything is rolling in the 200s range, except for honor, which we can't increase anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into this with Kane and pick up where we left off as Shadow of Darkness. There's no intro. Looks a little different too.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place. The only illumination, an eerie green glow.
Ooh.
You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey.
Oh, for real?
All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Oh, that's weird. The cursor moves around. Ah, you're looking heroic today. You're currently carrying 2,101 quarks. The most you can carry without strain is a load of 10,290 quarks.
You are in a large cave, dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls. Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone grow from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor and walls.
Craziness. Alright, so it looks like we have everything else. Walk, look, hand, our touch, taste, smell, all that kind of stuff. We don't have...
You do not have any magical ability.
We do not have any magical ability, so... We do have our other stuff, so we're looking at...
I have no idea what time it is. Neither sun nor stars shine in these caves, and you feel totally disorientated.
Disorientated? Disorientated? Sounds weird. Looks like we've got a new ability. Select this icon to jump using your acrobatic skills. Sweet. So, I'm gonna get my sneak mode right off the bat. Ooh, that already kicked down my. Looks like this is stamina here on a bar that we can actually see now in our health up here. That's kind of useful. What do we have with us? He's not joking. We had nothing. This simple money pouch contains the money you have with you. 1 crown. All of our money is gone.
The desiccated corpse is half buried in the rock of the cave floor. The deteriorated corpse has grown partway into the cave wall.
Nice.
You search the desiccated body. The only still usable item is a dagger, which you pick up.
Yeah.
However, lying around the bones are some coins. 5 golden coins. Each have a crown stamped onto them. And 13 small copper coins, each stamped 1 kopeck.
Crowns and kopecks, the animated.
You are in a large cave.
You are
in a.
The animated little movements of these things is kind of funky.
It looks like a torch, but there doesn't appear to be any pitch or other flammable material on it.
I'll take that.
The altar feels strangely warm to your...
There's an altar too?
The altar...
There's a torch. Like, where's the torch?
You take the torch. This is some kind of altar.
Ooh, this is
dark one.
sibilance.
The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
Gave me the chills the way he talks. Let's check these bodies out.
Find 30 assorted copper and gold coins on the body. That didn't do. A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins. 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
Well, there we go. Now we're nice and set. We're gonna have to make some money in this world, though.
It seems to be a kind of stone valve, acting as a door to the passageway beyond.
It looks like an anus.
The valve won't budge. If you had a bit more light, maybe you'll be able to see how to open it.
Flint. You strike a spark with the flint and dagger to light the torch. Boom. Now we can do it.
It seems to be a... You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
Sphincter, yep, exactly.
You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south. The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Okay. Can I creep with this thing on? I can, okay.
A stone valve blocks this passageway to another part of the cave.
Let's go check those out real quick. Sorry for the creeping, but that's how I get around. Try to increase
Try
my
as you
stealth.
might, the stone valve will not open. Perhaps this isn't the right time.
Right time,
You're in the heart of the cave. You're in the heart of the cave. Stone valves close off passageways leading in all directions.
No, sphincter-like
Center of
valves.
the chamber is a bleak...
This guy with his talking.
You're in the heart. That didn't...
None of it did nothing. Looks like there's stuff here. Let's get the fuck out of here before it becomes dangerous. This one has a much darker tone than the previous ones, as you could tell. They give us shadows and darkness in the title.
A flock of winged creatures emerges from the cave entrance, and they don't look friendly.
Uh-oh. Whoa, shit. Okay, so I totally didn't set myself up for combat. Well, I run out of energy with this hop and shit. Combat's a little bit different now. In the bitter
battle, you were better than the badders.
He did it for me.
You kicked some butt, too.
Narrator's kind of annoying having. I gotta fix that shit right now. Arcade or strategy. I'm assuming that's the combat style. I'm gonna bring this skill down because I am not skilled in combat. Boom. Change the strategy combat mode. Alright, for the next combat, we'll see what it looks like for that. We got our butts handed to us in that situation. Mainly because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
A deep pit fills most of this hallway. A rope bridge spans the narrowest stretch of the chasm. A heavy rope bridge spans the deep chasm. You cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm.
Well, let's rock it.
You are so exhausted that everything you do...
I was about to say...
Better get some rest. You just barely made it across the pit.
Take it.
A rope might be useful, but it's firmly attached on both ends. You think about cutting it loose, but then decide that you may have to come back this way again.
Okay. That's true. They indicate all this stuff. Well, I mean, it's not like I can't do it later. But I guess if we get a magic thing for it. Let me see if I can rest.
After some rest...
A bit worse. Let's get some more real rest.
After some rest, you feel worse than before.
I don't know what the fuck that tentacle thing was, but...
You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
Someone here's meeting us too.
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you, but I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia.
Okay.
The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck. Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime.
Katrina.
Farewell.
I'm so glad I didn't have to do the voices.
The archway above the path is inscribed with 8 arcane symbols. You recognize 7 of them. From Arcania 101, no doubt. as the
Of course.
symbols of blood, bone, breath, essence, heart, the mouth, and the senses.
Huh.
The eighth is new to you. It looks a bit like a six-tentacled starfish, or perhaps more like a squished squid. Something about the symbol fascinates and scares you at the same time. This symbol looks like a six-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it.
This guy's voice is like giving me ASMR effects from all the hissing and like smooth tone. I like it.
The six-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
Alright. Keep on moving. Ooh-wee.
This tall standing stone has been carved so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it. Twisted, sick-looking tree holds tenuously to the central island. A pool of sticky, greasy-looking slime dominates this area below the cave. A stream of slimy goo oozes down the right side, and goo dripping on the path makes it slimy and treacherous as well. A delicately crafted bonsai bush looks totally out of place in a pool of dark,
I was about to say.
unhealthy-looking goo.
Is that a bonsai tree?
The path is dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it.
Uh-oh. You can make it. Yep. Yeah, you got it. Nope, never mind.
The standing stone feels rock solid. You can't reach the bonsai from here, and the ledge is too slippery for you to climb on it. Perhaps you can try something else.
We're gonna have a bit of a time getting back. We're definitely gonna need some rope then. Alright. Can we tell what time it is now? It's day 1. Okay. I'm gonna save. They got auto saves again. Alright. Start Smith. Or do I have to use my acrobatics now? Yep. Oh, yeah, look at them flips. Whoop.
The heavy odor of decay overwhelms your senses and makes you feel slightly nauseated as you survey this gloomy swamp.
And,
You see a floating, coruscating ball of light.
alright, talk to the floating coruscating ball of light.
It doesn't.
Oh.
You say hello to the will-o'-wisps. The will-o'-wisps ignore you.
Oh. Can I dance for them? There's a thief
You
sign.
make the thief sign to the will-o'-wisps. Having good taste, they ignore you.
Hey. I'll see you
You
later.
say au revoir to the will-o'-wisps.
Yeah, that's how I talk.
Will-o'-wisps ignore you.
Alright, I'm back to the front end of this swamp. I felt like I just took that as a little bit too much of an enticement. Decided to go too far too quickly. Probably didn't need to go into the swamp yet. Let's see if we can go another direction here. We sure can. Thank goodness. Holy crap, get out of that dark ass shit. I'm gonna have to find myself a map of this place. Speaking of which,
You're in the southwestern corner of the forest. Dank mists rise from a dismal swamp to the south and west. The path to the dark cave lies to the southeast.
now this world is pretty.
A babbling brook chatters its way through the forest.
Can I cross it? Sure can. Not much going on out here. It's safe during the day, apparently. What's this? Those are flowers, obviously.
Grey rocks litter the ground everywhere, reminders of glaciers long since passed.
Boy, you know what would be interesting is if this is all part of the original world. I need to be sneaking. Speaking of which, part of the original game, the first one, like this is Spielberg in Destruction. I know it's Mordavia. The names places can change. I'll go this way. Should have been sneaking that whole time for the increase in my skills. Oh, look at there. Looky.
Just past the hill you can see cultivated fields and a walled town. A babbling brook chatters.
Let's go check it out. Oh, that scared me.
The hungry hunting hawk alertly searches for signs of game not already claimed by the forest monsters.
Huh. Oh, it wasn't going to attack me. It's perpetually Halloween here. Could you please stop not sneaking?
Tall shocks of corn have been harvested and wait here to be stored for the winter. Some beautiful giant pumpkins are growing in the field. The villagers have erected a scarecrow to keep birds away from the newly harvested corn. Twin towers stand over the town wall, massive silent sentinels over the gate.
I like looking at things, as you've all figured out by now. Playing along and watching with me. These games. It's all about the background information. Look at this.
Beautiful, out-of-season flowers grow all around the stone monument. The curved staff has a very organic look to it. Its curves seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around it.
Huh. Before I get any deeper into all of this, I think I'm going to save here. I hope you guys have been enjoying this, and we'll get into exploration of this town in Mordavia, learning more about what this world has to offer, what it's all about. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Hey, fellow agents, don't forget to like and subscribe by clicking the button in the center of the screen. You can also find the last video by clicking the button to the left, and you can take a look at some of the other stuff I've done by clicking the button to the right. Hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day.